How's everyone? Great to have you join us. For those I haven't met yet, my name is Dinesh De Silve. I'm the founder and CEO of NetStripes. Now, I know we have several of our customers here. If you are here, big welcome. And welcome to all those who've attended our webinars. But if you are absolutely new, a huge welcome, because this is a community of business owners who are like-minded, who are focused on growing your businesses through digital and innovation. So a huge welcome, as I said. Now, I have a lot to cover today, as usual, because SEO is such an important topic. Now, a lot of us even don't know how important SEO is, and today I'm going to share with you some research that highlights the importance of SEO over every other channel. Now, I said that, the importance of SEO over every other channel. SEO is even more valuable than word of mouth today or television advertising. And this is not what I said, this is what the latest research tells us. So let me now share my screen again. All right. You know what the topic is. I've introduced myself. By the way, if we're not connected on LinkedIn, this is a great way of putting a face to your name. So please do that. And all right, this is what I'm going to cover today. So have a quick quiz. To get started, most of you know what SEO is, but I'm not going to assume anything in case there are a few who are not sure. So let me quickly cover that. Okay, so SEO is, as you know, search engine optimization. And it is a process of improving a website's visibility on search engines like Google, of course, Bing, Yahoo, and other search engines that are there. But today we have all these AI tools like ChatGPT, Grok, which is Elon Musk's AI tool that is available through Twitter and outside. And there are so many other AI tools that you may have come across. And they're all good, and they serve different purposes. What's the whole purpose is to attract more of the right customers without paying for ads. Because Google ads are very expensive and they are becoming increasingly more complex and rather unaffordable for small business. So the goal is to attract organic traffic, which is that free traffic, okay? And this we do by optimizing various elements of a website to align with the algorithms of the Google search engine in this case. So Google is, majority of the searches happen on Google, and that's what we're going to focus on today. So SEO really ensures that when someone searches for relevant topics, your website appears before anybody else's, right? And I think you heard this saying that if you're on the best way to hide a dead body is to be on the second page of Google, because nobody goes there, right? So that's a very, very old statement, probably 10 years old. NetStripes is now, this is our 11th year. I think that statement came around in our first year, so it's a very old statement. The higher your rankings, the more visitors you are attracting, and that helps us with sales, etc. I don't have to talk too much about this stuff. You know it. And why it matters is, again, here's another stat of 75% of people never scroll past the first page of Google. And that's true. And that supports my previous statement. SEO helps your business show up when people are actively searching for products and services. And higher rankings, the more visitors you attract. Now, the thing is, we all know this stuff. So how do you make it work? Okay, how do you make it work? And that's what I want to talk about. But before that, SEO is also a largely ignored channel. A lot of business owners don't focus on SEO, and don't give the importance. Now, you might think, how are you making that assumption, Dinesh? I can tell you, in the last 10 years or so, we have worked with thousands of business owners. Close to 10,000 business owners, in fact. We have met through our educational programs, through our one-on-one strategy programs, and of course, we have hundreds of clients over the last 10 years. So we meet a lot of small to mid-sized business owners. Now, if you look at this research, it's self-evident that search engines, this is, by the way, 2025 research, so it's as recent as last month, right? And I shared this at the last webinar I did in February. Okay, so everything we do is linked because it's the same principles we speak about. And the last webinar was about the digital trends for 2025. That link, Jen will share, by the way, and go and watch that webinar on YouTube. It is on our YouTube channel. Now, again, search engines, right? Number one. It's even, look at this. Word of mouth is here, and TV ads are there. And most businesses, unfortunately, even in this digital age, and the digital age started with the advent of the iPhone, really in the early 2000s or in 1999 when the first websites came. But by 2007, the smartphone era came because Steve Jobs invented the iPhone. And this digital age, as we know it, is really the smartphone era. And that started in 2007, but still in 2025, businesses are still depending on word-of-mouth marketing. And I can tell you through our research, it is no way of building a sustainable business. You cannot scale a business through word-of-mouth marketing alone. You need proper marketing. And today we're going to talk about search engines, but this is so valuable. Then you might say, the type of age groups that I'm targeting, don't use search engines. Look at this. The top two for 60 to 24-year-olds, search engines are there, right? Search engines are there. The difference here is marginal, and these guys will beat it. In age 35 to 40, search engines. Age 53 to 64, TV ads. And look at that margin, it's hardly anything. So they're really tie. It's a tie there, right? TV ads is 52% for older people, and word of mouth is their search engines down there. So again, that might not be your market, who knows? But if that is your market, I think for very few businesses, we have a few businesses that is the ideal market, but it's the exception. All right, so the key components of SEO, as the diagram says, it's the on-page SEO. So you need to remember this if you don't know. It's the off-page SEO and the technical SEO. So I'm going to now go through the detail here. And when you think of skill sets, at NetStripes, we have on-page SEO experts, off-page SEO expertise, and technical SEO expertise, because one person really can't do justice if they try to do everything. The technical SEO is extremely technical, and not just a web developer can't just do it. A web developer, probably with very good technical SEO knowledge, is the person that you need for that. The off-page SEO is about outreach and being able to be persuasive, and there's a lot of stuff that go with it. On-page SEO is technical and content creation. So there you go. So you need a lot of expertise, and this is a fine art. It's an art and a science, really. But there are a lot of dodgy SEO providers in the world, to the extent that the Australian Small Business Ombudsman has put out multiple statements about the dodgy SEO practices that are prevailing in this country internally and through external providers who said, and each of you would have got must be getting multiple emails saying, let me get you to first page of Google. And if it was so easy, they won't be sending you those emails because they won't need to send you those emails because they will be getting business through their SEO. Let's go to the on-page SEO, and the on-page SEO starts with what's called keyword research. And once you've done the research, you got that is to see what keywords are important to us, find what customers are searching for, and then what's the competition, how much is the volume, how many searches are there each month. So no point being on top of page for Google for some useless keyword that nobody searches for. And that's what happens a lot of the time. If you don't know what you're doing, you're not getting the right advice. So you need to understand volumes. And then based on the competition, you've got to build a strategy. And that's where you need expertise. Then your website must be optimized for titles, the backend for the meta descriptions, and then the entire website content optimization is super important. And these days, Google has been coming up with multiple algorithm updates, and some of the most recent updates also focus on user experience. So in the past, people would stuff keywords in the back end, in the meta descriptions, and it was called keyword stuffing, and they would, in the front page of it, inner page, they put lots of keywords, and the websites look super ugly and super uninteresting for a user, but they work from SEO perspective. Google didn't like that. They brought in user experience as a key algorithmic feature, and we'll discuss that as well. Okay, I'm going to discuss more about content later on. I'm also now going to, however, now talk more about keywords. So we're going to use keywords in the title, right? And I'll show you, I'll go to the websites, and I'm going to give you examples of each of these, right? H1 tags, I'll show you what H1 tag is, the meta description we spoke about, the image tags, the alt text, etc. The images must be fully optimized for SEO. A lot of the time, our websites are loading too slowly because the images are not optimized for, and if the images are not optimized, it doesn't help you at all. So a pro tip here is that when you're doing SEO, always think of your location, because it's always better if you're a smaller business to be very location specific and to be very clear about your location. And I'll give you some examples of that as well. I did mention about avoiding keyword stuffing because that is vital. And that is what people used to do in the past. There were a lot of dodgy SEO providers, but there were dodgy SEO practices. And there are still a lot of dodgy SEO practices and some of them don't know what they're doing clearly, and they keep making the mistakes, and they get penalized heavily by Google. I'll go through some data as well about some practical tips and how they deliver results, okay? And to find the right keywords, you've got to use tools, and we use tools like Google Keyword Planner. Ubersuggest is one of them, and Ahrefs is a very advanced tool. It's a bit expensive, so probably not for you to use, but if you need our help, talk to one of my team. We talk to Ella in this case when it comes to SEO, and she can assist you with doing a review of your website from an SEO perspective, and we have tools that can go and review it, and we do this on a daily basis for customers. We spoke about location specific. If you're a plumber, just don't say plumber. But if you say emergency plumber Sydney, it is what's called, it's a longer tail keyword, as you can see, and it's high intent because emergency, somebody wants somebody in an emergency, it's high intent, right? And plumber is a lot more competitive as opposed to emergency plumber, Sydney, because it's location specific. But if you were in, say, the Hills District of Sydney, Hills District, emergency plumber Hills District, or North Shore, or Northern Beaches, very good plumber in the Northern Beaches. If you are here, Nick, big welcome. And here you go. Title tags, again, I'll talk about the title tags, less than 60 characters. It should not be longer than that. Meta description should be less than 160, no stuffing. Should be persuasive, of course, and I'll show you that. Clarity is superbly important. And then content has to be structured in the right format, and H1, H2, etc. And it's got to be easy to read, high quality content, okay? Not written in this highly technical or, don't use really advanced, try to look such an expert. Talk in easy to understand language. People are reading this stuff at night. They're reading it on their mobile phones often, so make sure it's easy to understand. That's not a typo, by the way. Add external and internal links for better navigation. Again, I'm going to show you how you do this in practice, okay? Now, I did mention Google came up with multiple updates. They have been coming with several updates. There was a March update, there was a September update, and there are multiple December update as well. There's big updates and small updates to their algorithm. How do you, as a business owner, keep in touch with that? You can't. And so that's why you need to attend webinars like this or work with companies like NetStripes who can do this stuff for you, saving your time in a fairly inexpensive way that delivers results, of course. And follow EEAT. EEAT, I'll give you a bit more about it. It's about experience, expertise, authority, and trust. I have done a longer explanation of each of them. I'll do that. And I will also show examples, okay? Answer customer questions in the content as FAQs. Again, I'll show you examples and create pillar pages. I'll show you what a pillar page is. A pillar page is really a page that delivers all that information they need as a pillar and then has branches out to other pages that give more information on that topic. If you are using AI, a lot of people are using AI these days, but please use it for just to create outlines, because if you do the whole thing in AI, Google will pick it up. But more importantly, where is your authority? Where is your content from your heart, from all that years of experience and expertise? It is not delivered. Okay, so make sure your expertise is coming through. I did promise to talk more about the EAT and experience. Here is the first experience, and there's an example there. 15 years of expertise helping professional families with highly personalized strategies to create lasting wealth, paying off your loans faster. That's something you can easily deliver on your website in a very strategic place, right? Expertise. And here, in this case, as a broker with 12 years experience, here's how I help self-employed clients get approved when banks say no. And you're giving live examples of your expertise. All right. And that could be a case study. It could be, multiple examples of how it could be a roadmap of how to get there. It has to be your expertise shining through. Okay. Authoritativeness, this could be, how your members of industry association or you've been published in the media. Go to our NetStripes, you will see these logos, and we would have tagged them in the image tags so that people that's in the back end, of course, that it is an industry association, and then get published. You write an article. In the first year of NetStripes, we wrote an article. Actually, one of my colleagues wrote it, and it was published in the AFR and another leading magazine. And we've been writing stuff for magazines ever since. And now we write it for the Finance Broker magazine. Every time it's published there, the last 4 or 5 years, there is an article written by us, and we try to get as many articles published. In our industry associations that we work with, their websites publish articles that we write, which are authoritative. So your article on your subject is quoted or linked by, by other marketing blogs. Yeah. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to this website. By the way, we launched this website for Stickman Wealth just very recently, probably a week ago. And I'm going to go through and show you how all what we discussed there is shown in real life. And as soon as you look here, this is a financial planning business. Wealth planning is a important keyword for them. You can see wealth planning there. Financial planning is what they do. Mortgage broking is what they do. Tax advisory is what they do. So those keywords are shining. Okay, but they're not stuffed because every one of those words there are fit in there. It's not like keyword stuffing. Strategic family wealth planning. It means something. And then we say, this is what we do. And 15 plus years. Now, can you see the expertise? The examples I used earlier is 15 plus years of expertise helping professional families with highly personalized strategies. That's what people want, to create lasting wealth, paying off your loans faster and minimizing tax. Now, who wouldn't want that? Tell me. Who wouldn't want, right, a highly personalized strategy that create lasting wealth? Not wealth that comes in and goes, lasting wealth that goes through decades and through generations if possible, paying off our loans faster. And there are strategies for that, and minimizing tax. Now, you might think I'm joking, but these guys are absolute experts at that. And let me now go to their website. All right. I'm also going to show you this. What I'm going to show you here is I'll come back to this page later. We wrote a blog called Digital Trifecta. And one of the images we used is there. Okay, so that's even our images that we use have a SEO function, right? And now if I looked under images here, by the way, I'm getting a bit sidetracked here. Here is that image that we use, okay? But more importantly, that blog that we wrote, our team wrote, is over here. It's number 2, okay? And it was number 1, it keeps hovering. And also this feature snippet here was that of ours earlier. And so we got to keep working on this stuff because SEO is a absolutely fluid, dynamic thing. So let me go back to Stickman Wealth. Oops. Yeah, let's go to their homepage. I've been around. And I want to show you everything I spoke about EEAT. If you look at this website, the user experience is firstly brilliant. Somebody comes in here, there's an image that is very inviting. The logo is here. This is not a busy site. Busy sites are terrible. They don't know what to focus on and they leave. If you come to this website, there's a nice image. The next thing you see is strategic family wealth planning. Okay, and what they want to do is help families with their wealth planning strategically. Okay, financial planning, mortgage broking. So we went through this stuff, and here is, look at that. These are those. This is how you deliver authority, EEAT, right? This is ASIC, they're ASIC licensed. FPAA is the Finance Brokers Association of Australia and New Zealand now. They are a member of that, and Financial Advice Association of Australia, or AFSL Holdings Australia. So as you can, Tax Practitioners Board, they're registered. So as you can see, these guys are an authority, and Google loves that. Now, each of these images at the back end must be tagged as for showing each of these industry associations or licenses. And as this is a stickman, meaning, they have stickman is, finances don't have to be complicated. Like a stickman drawing, sometimes the simplest things can make the biggest impact. Same with SEO, by the way. So these are their services. Again, can you see the keywords that are being used? Okay. By the way, I'm not selling this website. I'm showing you the practice of SEO on this website and the use of keywords. So let's go back in case some of us have. So let me go back to the top where we find the content. So title tag, the title of it is clear, keyword rich, right? Keyword rich, right? Think about it. Let's go back. It's keyword rich. This is keyword rich, okay? And it's less than 60 words. And this has to be less than 160 characters, is it? Characters. And it will be, okay? And the meta descriptions are also at the back end, and that has to be less than 160 words. And you will see it is keyword rich there, okay? Meta descriptions are persuasive as well. You'll read that. It's persuasive. Content structured with H1, H2 tags. Now, that is an H1 tag. These are H2 tags, okay? That's H2 tags. These are H2 tags. Easy to read, high quality content, and add external and internal links for better navigation. I will cover that. EEAT, experience, expertise, trust, authority, trust. Let's go to all that. We covered that. Here's more delivery of expertise and experience, and this is written here to be meaningful, absolutely meaningful if you read it, but it is with user experience in mind, not just keyword stuffing. Have a read of that sometime, and you will see the keywords in there, and it will be meaningful. It will deliver the expertise and experience here, and the expertise is delivered through these. The expertise is delivered through all these achievements, certifications, and professional memberships. So this is a great case study of how you do content, okay? And then again, why choose us? Again, what is that? Experience and expertise coming, and we are using both this section to deliver both of that, okay? Trifecta of expertise in holistic wealth creation in these areas. Keywords, look at that. Keywords, right? Debt recycling is a keyword, right? Wealth accumulation is a keyword for them, right? Debt reduction strategy is a keyword for them. But if you read that, it is 100% meaningful, delivers expertise, authority, experience, and trust, okay? And trust is typically delivered through, look at this. That's experience and trust through testimonials, and go in there and see a lot more testimonials. And again, this is about, again, showing our experience and authority. Have a read of that. And again, this is about saying, we are local, you can contact us. Everything has to be done professionally, okay? And these links here are also part of good SEO. Now, I'm going to go back to here, answer customer questions and create pillar pages. So I'm going to a pillar page. And we've designed some of these pages to be not just service pages as you get in a normal website, but really pillar pages within the services. So I click on that, I come to this page, I kept it open. So if you notice, financial planning and advisory is a keyword, and that's their H1 tag. Look at that. Right? Services crafted with expertise, tailored financial strategies to achieve your goals without sacrificing your lifestyle. And then we tell them a bit about us to create our experience. And now we deliver good content, good, clear, meaningful content, easy to read, right? As you know, that is a keyword. This is a keyword, and there are multiple other keywords here. Without us stuffing them, they are written meaningfully. Images, each of these images are tagged with the right keywords, okay? And if you look at it, additional resources, this is called interlinking. I'll cover that in a little while. And these are interlinking to the different areas. So this is, I call it a pillar page. And within that pillar, there are these sub pages. Am I making sense? And here are those answers to the questions we discussed. Yeah, answer customer questions in content, create pillar pages. If AI used for outlines, personalize it. There's no AI here, I can tell you, because it's all personalized. Okay. How do financial planner? What does a financial planner do? So these are, how does debt recycling work? Do you offer flexible meeting options? These are the questions people have. And then take the first step. You can schedule a consultancy, so that is easy. Now I'm going to show you how these pillars. So if I clicked on any of these, I will go to those pages. Now in this case, I am at debt reduction. So now this is a title tag, right? H1 tag, debt reduction strategies. That's a keyword, major keyword for them, right? Eliminate debt, build wealth, right? Again, this will talk about their expertise, experience, easy and meaningful to read. Here are other links to go to the pages. Then we give our process. Again, we're showing our expertise. Okay. This is our expertise, and we have a process there. And now the benefits of each of that area in this particular. These are the questions again, right? Let's go and see. Can you see how the pillar pages are used and how that is delivered and how that is delivered, okay? What else do I have to cover? So, expertise, authoritativeness, experience, okay? All right, so, and if I won't go through every tax minimization strategies, okay? Again, it's one of the services under that. So under mortgage broking, we have as well, that's a pillar page and that has interlinking, okay? And what do I mean by interlinking? These pages link to each other, that's interlinking, all right? I hope that explains. So let me go back to the presentation. I had to make sure I don't keep track of time because I have a lot to cover. Yep. And now let's go to off-page SEO. Off-page SEO. Now, on-page SEO is to make sure that your website is working really well. The speed of the website is right as well. That you're hosting. You're not hosting in some dodgy site where it's really slow. So hosting plays a big role with your speed, and the way your website is set up plays a really important part. Okay. So in this case, we're talking about off-page SEO in this case, and backlinks are how do you earn links from trusted websites? I said, in our first year, we got our article was published in the AFR, and that gave us a link that was super valuable for us. And the other thing we did was we wrote articles, as I mentioned, in other journals. We tried to work with the government. The Australian government appointed us as the digital specialist in our third year. Actually, the New South Wales government appointed us as the digital specialist for all of New South Wales small businesses in our third year because of the research we had created and the expertise we had, some of the solutions we created by that time. And that so we had links coming from the New South Wales government website, and because of that, we got links from the Australian government website. So So these are super valuable. So you've got to find every opportunity. So your industry associations can give you links. So our website has links from the National Retail Association, from the FBAA, the Finance Brokers Association, and multiple other industry associations that we work with. Still, we need a lot more to advance. Okay, but everything we're talking here, as you can see, we practice, even for not just for us, for our customers as well. By the way, that client I showed you is not a SEO customer, but we built their website to be SEO friendly. Okay. Social media signals, not direct. Again, social media is super valuable. So when you do social media, if you're creating engagement, that becomes valuable. Okay, social shares are, as I mentioned, is super valuable. Guest blogging means that write valuable content for industry related sites, like I said we do, and get others to quote you as well. Link building, we've covered this. You can reach out to journals, newspapers, local newspapers. These are valuable. Any type of directories, okay? One of our clients got himself linked to multiple directories in the food area, and they were wedding directories and food directories, and that was super valuable for them. Tools and tips, we use tools called Ahrefs, SEMrush. They're a bit expensive. So if you talk to one of our team, and they'll probably help you with these. Will you do that for you so that you don't go pay? They're very expensive, right? Make sure you don't, a lot of people offer spammy links. You get these spam emails coming, say, we can provide you backlinks. Please be careful. That's why I have this here. Google will smash you. All right, technical SEO. Mobile first design is essential. Proper structure of your website is essential. Use page speed insights and GTmetrix to see how you perform, how your website is performing. Ensure fast load times. As I said, your hosting provider is super valuable. So make sure your hosting is on an Australian hosting service. A lot of the time, we ask customers, and they're hosting, they don't even know who's hosting their websites. You need to know this stuff, right? You saw the importance of SEO. It's more important than word of mouth marketing and TV ads, right? So you need to know who is hosting your websites. You get them hosted in Australia. By the way, hosting should not be expensive. It should be between 200 to 350 a year. Okay. Ensure fast load times. Again, you've got to really test using GTmetrix or page speed insights, and I'll show you one of them. User experience has to be superb, as I showed you for Sigmund Wealth. Any of those websites we've designed for $59 a month, which that product is called WebDone. We worked for over 10 years to build that. It comes with lots of research, and that is built with buyer psychology in mind. That's user experience and the psychology of the web visitor in mind, so that it enhances user friendliness. So here you go. 1 second delay in a page load can reduce conversions by 7%. Some people, their websites are so slow, it's not 1 second. So by the time it loads, people have left. All right, visual and voice search. Again, SEO today. By the way, these are slides. These are copies of the slides I presented in the last presentation I did on digital trends, but I'm using them so that you have a quick view of some of these things. I'm going really fast. The link was shared on YouTube. The YouTube link was shared by Jen. Go to YouTube and watch it. But again, visual and voice search is important, and I'll show you how to write content in a way it's conversational. It has to be a conversational tone, understand search intent, optimal local search, etc. Use of image recognition tools on mobile is getting greater. I showed you how that NetStripes blog, the image recognition is working. And again, if you write blogs, these images are super important. By the way, forums, right, Reddit are becoming really valuable for SEO. So if you're, posting stuff on things like Reddit and other forums, it could help you a lot. Here's some research to show Reddit. It's today probably top nine. These go up and down. This is as of February. March might be different. Zero-click content. This is actually, I'll show you what it means. Let me go. So if you write a blog, now if you go to and do a search, that's not it. If you go and do a search, right, in this case, kitchen extensions to maximize your kitchen space. Got a bit of a typo there. And, I didn't have to click on anything. It says 7 smart ways to maximize space in a kitchen. So if you write blogs, and this is called a schema, if you get the schema right, and again, our guys can help you with that. This is one of our clients, Extend Home. They have worked with us for many, many years. We do their SEO as well. We do their Google ads. We do their Facebook advertising. They're a builder. Their revenues are something else to what they were when they started with us, even going through COVID, etc. And they joined us, in fact, before COVID. And say, that's, as you can see, the first blog that appears. Okay, so blogs really help. Let me go and show you. I'll also show you how you do this stuff. You go to the back end. This is the back end of a website. Okay, I'm not going to spend a lot of time here, but I want to show you when you go and enter your SEO stuff here. The title is for that blog is Kitchen Extensions: 7 Ways to Maximize Your Kitchen Space. The link is what, when you go to the blog that you see, okay, that link there, okay, that link is what you see there, okay, and that is that link. That's the URL, or it's called the slug sometimes. I don't like to call that. And this description is the meta tag, okay. Now the meta tag is shown when you do, like if I go here, can you see in here, this, what they show, these are all sponsored. These are Google ads. People are paying for this. Our customer didn't pay a cent here, but they got, they have more visibility, really. And this is actually that meta tag that comes, okay? That's a meta tag, okay? And that meta tag is so it has to be written to those instructions that we said. They have to be persuasive, less than 160 characters, as you can see. And this has to be less than 75, it's 74 characters, okay? This has to be less than 60. So, okay, so again, so these are really important things to remember. I spoke about speed. I will show you, what can I show you? Google Page Insights. So NetStripes.com. Performance is at 98% out of 100. That is really good, okay? If you go to Google Page Insights and go to Google Page Insights, just go Google Page Insights and you'll get it. And go and test your website, right? And it'll be shocking what you get. And if you get anything in the 90s in this green button, give yourself a big cheer. But majority of you won't get a good result. Again, don't stress, talk to one of our team. We can help you with this stuff. Again, it has to be done and it's not expensive, okay? That's on the desktop. So let's see when somebody's checking us on mobile, can you see all green buttons? That's what we want, all green buttons, right? All green buttons. Speed index, we can improve on it. So this is stuff that has to be done constantly. People have to be keeping an eye on it because the web is a dynamic environment. What else do I need to show you? I said there is a tool called Ahref. The best is that each of our clients, when we manage them, we look to see what the SEO health score is. and we want to keep that health score in the 90s in this green area. And if it is below 90s, in this case, this was 90 something. Now it has dropped up. People will take action to get it up. This is 99, 94, 92, 97, like that. So you got to keep that. And if this, one day we were checking this, and one of our clients was at 0, that means they've been hacked to something. And because we checked this, we were immediately able to act. Now, if the client was doing it on themselves, they would have no idea they were at 0, and until something drastically went wrong. And by that time, Google rankings have plummeted. This is Extender Home. This is over a 1-year period. You can see the traffic has increased like that. So look at that graph. That's what we want to see in a graph, okay? That's, again, for those things we do. This is, again, we started probably around this time. Now the trend is up. And now we've noticed it has got a decline, and we know why it is, because we have the data to understand why. And we know it because they had somebody who added a tool. I don't want to mention the name of the tool, but be careful before you go and add tools, because then by the time we correct it, it takes us a while to get this. See, we are going like this, and then this is really disappointing for us. So we got to address that issue. Who is this? This is another one of our clients. We started them about 6 months ago. Look at that traction that we have got, okay? Now look at this. I'll show you why. When we click on that, we can show you that they added something that came up here, okay? And that was a pop-up, but that messed up the user experience. So again, because we checked these things, we understand why, and now we've addressed that. Now we have to keep working on it to get it up. So these are dynamic things, but you can look at the traffic from here, 180, and then here they're like 800, 900. Look at that, the traffic. This is way valuable, right? That's how you create a growing business. Even here, it's at nearly 600, right? 578. So from where they were in like 90 to 600, now it's 539, but we're confident we can get that going up. This is another client of ours, Australian accountants. You can see that trend. That's exactly what we want. In here, the traffic was 6. Right, and here it's 170, so massive increase. Again, a lot of work that goes into it, but everything doesn't go up. Here's somebody who's doing SEO, not with us, and they've I have hidden their name. They came to us, we studied their website, and we're going to help them now to look at this trend. They're 1,478, they're 300. That's like what? About 20% of the traffic, okay, which is sad, right? Which is really sad. Okay, so again, I hope I covered a lot of ground there to show you what needs to be done. But let me also show you a couple of things on if you want to go to our NetStripes website, if you want to see our SEO services under social, it should be actually it's under social media marketing, advanced online advertising. And I think it's here. Yeah, that's it. This is the page, by the way, that page, professional marketing plan. So here we say if you spent a lot of money on advertising and are happy with the results, this service is for you, because we know how to get the customers, any business back up good, right? And so these are the prices of each of the services, or the detail of the services are there. This is Google Ads, etc. And the SEO plans are here. These plans, by the way, are not expensive for the quantum of work that happens. And this is a really, if you start here, it's a real, I was going to say a bloody good investment. It's a really good investment for a business. Of course, we understand about cash flow. Certain businesses may not be quite there, but we can help you in other ways, okay, if you're not quite there. So talk to Eli on that. But if you want to improve your website because it's not delivering the right user experience, you can go to services and website design and development, web done, professional websites for small business. Your website done right. That's why we call it web done. Get a professionally crafted website with web done delivered in just 7 days. All you do is you answer a bunch of questions, and in 7 days it's ready to launch. Right? It's $59 a month. There is a small setup fee, by the way. And go through this. Talk to Jen, who can help you with this. And we took over 10 years to come up with this solution. We are a research-based company, and we believe this can help tens of thousands of businesses, but we help one business at a time. Here all you do is you pick from one of these designs, and each of these designs can be changed to your brand colors, as you can see, and images, everything gets changed based on your branding, okay? So you pick what you like, and a single page website is more than enough for most businesses. The Finance Brokers Association broke off the year, had a single page website, okay? 159 per month, setup fees 199, which is nothing for all that work that is done. Here are some examples of some of the sites we've created. Go and have a look at them. They're very good. There's some questions, frequently asked questions. Again, you'll see we are following that EEAT format. Trust, customer testimonials, more data, and here are the interlinking we spoke about, okay? So really, let's succeed together. Let me now quickly close this session off. So we've gone through that. Again, remember, search engines are super valuable, okay? SEO is the most valuable channel you can use to drive traffic to your website. It takes time. It needs a bit of patience, like building a business or like getting fit. You can't take Ozempic, for instance. Don't do that. It's not good for your body. Don't know what Ozempic is. I'm sorry, do some research. That's what these people in the US are taking to lose weight, which is not advisable. I want you to be in good health as well. And we did that. Website traffic is a huge problem for businesses. Most of your businesses will have 1 or 2 people coming per day. Change that, okay? You need to be 30 above and use social media and all types of things to achieve that, okay? And this is about research about Australians go to websites before they make decisions, okay? February 25, the world does this, but this is where Australia lies, okay? So these are some of those websites I showed you. This is a $59 website. Look how beautiful it is, Everything is professional. This is not. So go to WebDAM because quality leads are priceless, but fabulous to have you join us today.